and time. Innovations, how does it get there? It's about understanding the variables, controlling every single step, and improving the results. It sounds easy, right? But we all know it isn't. My name is Martin, and today I want to introduce you to the people behind 6 innovations and want to show you how their innovation pushed our industry and inspired me as a barista to create new experiences for my guests. So let's get into it. First, I'm rinsing the paper filter and preheat my brewing devices for optimum temperature stability and to get a good balance of sweetness and acidity. To keep the intensity of flavor and aroma complex and lively, I'm freshly grinding my coffee for you today. With the first innovation, I want to introduce you to Kim and Lambert, the founders of Sieberist. They created a fast paper filter made of alpaca fibers to reduce the bypass and to guide a faster extraction. This allows me to use a finer grind size of 630 microns without any over-extractions. The fine particles helps me to accentuate the red fruity notes of my lovely coffee today. To make sure that each of your cups are uniform, I'm measuring the grounds again. The coffee I'm using is Acacia from Finca Maya in Boquete region in Panama and grew at an altitude of 1,600 meters by Margot and Marion Guyen. They picked just the ripest cherries, and this led to the sweetness in my cup, paired with the floral characteristic the Acacia variety has to offer. For the natural anaerobic processing, the cherries underwent 2 fermentation steps. Fred, the owner, took care of this processing in his special designed facility, the second innovation. So for the natural anaerobic processing, the cherries underwent 2 fermentation steps. First, with the yeast Pichia cluiveri for an exquisite orange and red fruity flavors. And second, with lactobacterials for a pleasant malic acidity. And this took 4 days in total. Friends disinfected the cherry to get a controlled and clean fermentation. The cherries remain in the drying room for 33 days to stabilize the moisture content. Overall, this process leads to a cleaner and more sweeter cup of coffee with the tropical fruits and red fruits. Before brewing, I'm using this distribution tool with fine needles to evenly distribute the ground coffee. This helps me that the coffee get rewarded at once, leading to more sweetness in my cups. To support the round and smooth texture and body, I'm using the Melo Drip. This tool breaks up the water jet of my kettle into multiple droplets, which supports a uniform extraction for each of you. My guests, my brewing recipe today. I'm using 17 grams of ground coffee to 270 milliliters 93 degrees water. This 1:16 brew ratio gives me an harmonious balance of sweetness and the tropical acidity. I will let my 60 milliliters bloom sit for 40 seconds to make sure that all the ground coffee gets saturated. Afterwards, I'm dividing my pour into 3 stages with the following pulses: 60 milliliters at 40 seconds, 50 milliliters at 1 minute and 20, and 100 milliliters at 2 minutes to get a good complex flavor of the red fruity notes and a good balance. I roasted the coffee on the Link coffee roaster from the founder Sam Cora, the 3rd innovation for the day. A sample roaster that is operating on a data cloud. The roaster shows you the perfect profile due to the density, the variety, and the process of this coffee. I used the 6 minutes profile with 12% development time for a fine sweetness and to get a balance of this tropical fruitness we will taste later. The water I'm using is an Apex water from the founder Simon Gaudier, the 4th innovation for the day. Together with his team, he created 3 different concentrates you can mix for an individual water recipe, depending on the process of your coffee. The water I'm using has in total 115 ppm and highlights the red fruity notes of my coffee, like the cherries we will find. One of my favorite moments as a barista is creating anticipation for the cup by sharing my flavor profile with you. So please write it down right now. The aroma will welcome you with notes of honeydew, rosehip, and a beautiful cherry, and is medium in the intensity. The flavors are medium in the intensity, and we will see this honeydew again, the cherry, and this morning we found baked pineapple. When warm, this baked pineapple will turn into a ripe pineapple, and we will add the pomegranate and the passion fruit. And when cold, this will turn to beautiful hibiscus iced tea, orange zest, and rosehip. The aftertaste is long and sweet. We see these ripe red fruits when hot and tropical fruits when cooled down. The acidity is medium in the intensity due to the high altitude in Panama, and you see the malic acidity all the way through. And we will add the tartaric acidity when warm and cold. Sweetness is really beautiful. It's medium in the intensity due to the slow drying of lost origin. And we'll see the sweetness of candied red fruits. And when cooled down, we'll find the tropical juice. And the mouthfeel is medium again. And it's silky when hot and round and smooth when cooled down. Before I reach you the server to evaluate the aroma, I want to tell you more about the brewing device I just used. I used the Rhea coffee dripper from the founder Horia, the 5th innovation for the day. 6 years ago, he invented a new flat bottom filter with a faster extraction. Today, I'm brewing with a new technology he just released, a flat bottom filter with a modular system where we can remove and attach different kinds of unique bottoms. I use the fast bottom filter. Due to these ribs, you get an even and faster extraction and let the notes of the geisha variety shine even brighter. But now, it's finally time to evaluate the aroma. I ask you to please evaluate 2 times and swill 5 times before and in between. Okay? Are you ready? Here we go. Please enjoy. For you as well, please enjoy. And for you as well. Here we go, and take your time. Moving on with our last innovation, the beautiful 2-way cups from Gary R., the last innovation for the day. With these cups, you can experience the coffee from 2 ways. The white side will change the flow velocity of our coffee and influence the point of impact on our tongue. So paired with the white coloring, let the notes of the beautiful geisha variety shine even brighter. The pink side is dedicated to the lost origin part and will highlight these beautiful red fruity notes you will find in our cups today. I ask you to please evaluate when hot from the white side and when warm and cold from the pink side. Innovations are about the pioneers in our industry and their beautiful expertise. Without their expertise and their way of rethinking, coffee experiences like this wouldn't be possible. So please enjoy this wonderful cup of coffee today. Here we go. Please enjoy. For you as well, please enjoy. And please enjoy for you. And this is my time.
Give it up for the competitor representing Austria, Martin Wölfl. So welcome back. We are here at the table of Martin Wölfl, the competitor representing Austria, who just finished, if I may say so, an incredible performance.
Absolutely stunning.
Thank you.
Congratulations on that performance. It was amazing. How are you feeling, first and foremost?
I'm feeling really, really well. So, I mean, you're in the finals, you're here in Chicago, and it's amazing. So just enjoying the time. So I'm good, yeah.
You looked like you were enjoying yourself so much up there. Like that smile was not off your face for like a second.
Yeah, so, you know, sometimes you're jumping in the floor and then you have the opportunity. It's not always like that, but I really had the chance to enjoy it, so it was a good time on stage.
This is a good day to be in the flow, right? If out of all
All
days,
I mean,
this is a good
let's
day.
be in the zone, baby. Yes. What did you do to prepare for today, specifically for the finals? Did you do anything different, or did you keep it all the same?
Yeah, we keep it as it was. We just focused even more on grind sizes in the morning and had more time to relax. It was quite early, but we're used to that, so that's fine. We're waking up really early, so feel comfortable with the time.
The jet lag helps, right?
I'm already here a week, so I prepared a lot in here.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's fine.
So, how did you prepare for this competition? Can you tell us a little bit about your journey? You can maybe also introduce the people that you brought on stage.
Definitely. So, I mean, the journey, I don't have a day when it starts. So competing, I'm competing since 5 years. So you keep it going and going and looking for different kind of new things, new coffees, new devices, and yeah, new motivations, new energy. And what kind of motivation? Like Janine helped me a lot the last time. And she's my coach. And Hadi is from Milk Cafe, so our roastery. And yeah, for example, these two and even more at home. For example, my wife helped me a lot through that.
Can we give it up for the spouses and the partners, please? Give it up. Without them, we were just talking. The budgets. My wife. Ooh, Amy, I love you. Martin, please tell me a little bit about your coffee and what it means to you. Why did you choose it's a blend, if I'm not mistaken. Why did you choose that one?
So it's not a blend.
Oh, just kidding.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No worries about that. So it's a really new coffee. It's the first time the coffee's in the vaults. It's a new project from Lost Origin from France. And he's doing an incredible job in Panama City. And he's sourcing really good coffee, like really raw coffee. The whole harvest was like of this specific coffee, 3 kilos. And then
3 kilos.
Yeah.
That's all you had for this competition.
So I had.
That's not scary at all.
I had 2 kilos at home, and then a friend brought me directly from Panama because it's so fresh. They harvested it the second week of January.
Oh man.
So yeah, and he's doing an incredible job. He comes from a beer brewery, so he's adding different kind of yeasts and playing around with fermentation under control, and with the Finkermeyer is like incredible. Yeah, it was a pleasure.
So why did you pick this coffee for this competition?
I mean, maybe Janine will tell
please
us more about that.
Thank you very much. Well, we were just looking for a not boozy kind of coffee. And although it's an anaerobic natural, it really tastes similar like a natural one. It has the clarity of a natural one. Excellent sweetness. And yeah, we just tasted it and just looked at each other, and then I think we found the coffee. And I went to Vienna because I'm from Germany, and yeah, we just tasted it and fell in love with it, and also with the story behind. And I just heard all the voice messages that Franz was sending to Martin to give every detail about the processing, and he's such a nerd. And that
Gotta be.
That was so good to hear, and then we knew, okay, let's do this. Yeah.
Would you mind brewing us a cup?
Definitely. Yeah, sure.
And while he's brewing, Hardy, please tell us a little bit like your roasting profile, kind of what you were going for when you were roasting this coffee.
So we do a lot with Link, with Sam. We connected with him. So with Link Roaster, you have so many options. It's like incredible system. So, and you can play around a lot. So we think at 6 minutes we do a little short roast, but so it's nice to have a roaster like this. So you have 80 grams, so you don't need a lot. So it's also
Well,
good.
you didn't have a lot anyway,
Yeah,
so that must have been like
So
a little bit
when
nervous. You don't want to mess up a batch.
So when you find only 3 kilo and then you roast like 200 grams, 300 grams, so it's easy. But I think Link, Sam helps a lot. So we really thanks for this.
And also Jerome.
Jerome,
if he's around.
sorry.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
thank you for
Jerome
that.
was
So-
great. Yeah.
But this innovation, it's helped us a lot to to create a roast profile.
Of course, and if anybody wants to give me a sample roaster, I'm right here, baby.
They're out of stock.
Yeah, oh, dang.
They're
For
so
those,
good.
they're amazing. I see them on Instagram. Hey, I'm right here. For all of us on the Twitch stream, please, if you have any questions, pop them in the chat. I'm checking it here. We're getting them live. Gwendolyn, please.
So one of the questions we got on the live stream during your performance was, tell us the name of your brewer and how you chose this setup.
Okay, so this is Horia, so from London, and the founder is called Horia. And yeah, I've really, since 2.5 years, I'm playing around with that device, and it's so comfortable with the flatbed. It's more sweetness, more clarity you get out. And he sent me a lot of these new devices he just brought out, so he just launched, or he's already to launch. And you get the coffee more clarity, more cleanness, more sweetness into it. And it's quite a fast extraction, also with the combination with the fast paper filter from Seabarist. So also these guys helped me a lot. Kim and Lambert, they're here. So thank you for that. And so that our goal was to have a fast extraction, to get really clean, but everything out without any kind of bitterness and over extraction. So this was the main idea behind that. And in the combination, we created something with Horia, like a Melo drip. It's not new, but we did a 3D print to just have a,
A nice shower.
a nice
Yeah, without
shower.
having the
Yeah.
holder. I have a Mellow Drip and I have the holder. Do you know how hard it
Yeah,
is to do your
you know.
phone? And Mellow Drip, if you're watching. Anyway, go ahead, sorry.
So yeah, this was the idea behind that. Yeah.
So how do you go about, like, did you get the coffee first or did you get the dripper first? Or does that kind of like evolve hand in hand? Like, walk me through that process.
Yeah, so you always play around with the dripper. You get different dripper, the dripper, and you're brewing different kind of coffees. Then you know already what kind of dripper is doing something with the coffee. And then if you get the coffee and you get the first sample of the coffee and you cup them and try them, you know exactly in which direction the coffee is going and what kind of brewer helps to accentuate these beautiful notes even more, So it's a combination. But as I said before, it's not a start and end of a competition. It's unstoppable.
It's an ongoing
Yes,
process.
yes.
For sure.
Another Twitch question here from the live stream. Keep sending them, folks. Why innovation? How did you choose the the theme innovation and kind of, that's the question, sorry.
Yeah,
Why did you
got it.
choose it? How did you choose it?
I was thinking about okay, what we're doing in here, how we can bring something new to the customer experience. And I was thinking about there is not one specific piece that makes everything new, because there is step after step. And from innovations to innovations, you get new experiences out there, and you can bring this together like on the stage. And it's not that just the innovation from France, it's from every step you're doing from the whole brewer, so to get new things done. And in here we try to push it as far as possible, and these innovations helps us quite a lot, also with the cups and these kind of things, yeah.
Of course, absolutely. I mean, innovations are the way. I think it's the coffee industry. Maybe you could talk a little bit about anaerobic processing as your coffee was, because we see a lot of this now as co-fermentations and these things, and it's expanding the boundaries. Do you like kind of where the industry's going? Do you prefer traditional coffees? What do you think as innovation?
So yeah, this is a natural anaerobic coffee, but it doesn't taste like a natural anaerobic coffee because it's completely different. Also, the processing is completely different. So he's using two kind of yeasts, a winey yeast. It's called Bichia Gluiveri. I think Franz will text me a voice message because I pronounce it wrong. Yeah, it's more or less there are two steps fermentation. So this yeast at the beginning and then lactobacteria, and then you get this nice structure. And the coffee is changing completely from hot to warm to cold, and it's kind of interesting, yeah.
So tell us what we're going to taste, just the brief summary.
Yeah, brief summary, a lot of tropicals, a lot of red fruits, and it's changing quite fast with a really round and smooth mouthfeel, a lot of honeydew, rosehip, and finish like with hibiscus iced tea.
Yeah. It was
That's
the
one
best
of my
today,
favorite, yeah.
right? It was really the best today.
But if you smell,
And Janine, while we're doing this, can you talk about what it's like to be a coach and some of the things that you helped him out with? Have you ever competed as well?
Oh yeah, I did compete for nationals in Germany for Brewers Cup.
Okay.
And I did quite a few mistakes, so I know how it feels maybe to under-pour during the compulsory. It's not a nice feeling,
Absolutely.
But I can just have some kind of a feeling how it feels to be on stage and know how everything works. You know, that helps me as a coach.
Absolutely.
And yeah, we met in Melbourne 2 years ago.
Yeah, I was competing the first
yeah.
time at the Worlds in Melbourne.
And he was there
yeah.
on his own. It was
So it was a friend of mine with me.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, super. Everyone is like with the team, and I
Yeah.
was like, okay, what
And
can we do?
yeah, he was
And
just
then I met
some kind of
Janine, and
alone.
she said, okay, let's do something together. Let's start to prepare, and then she helped me, and through that, you know.
Yeah.
Forgive
was
my
pretty nice.
European geography. How far apart are you guys?
Well,
So
one
it's
time I
like-
went by train, and it took me 13 hours.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah.
it's
I think it's 900
it's
kilometers.
900.
Yeah.
900.
So it's really
Something
the
like
north
that,
of
yeah.
Germany
Yep.
to Vienna in Austria. So the
Oh,
best
okay.
flying is around 1.5 hours, something like that.
Can I ask one last question before we taste the coffee? I have to ask. I love classical music. Have you ever been to the Vienna Philharmonic?
Yeah, sure. I also played in the.
You played in it?
Yeah, no, not in the Philharmonica.
Oh.
But I was playing trumpets and
Okay,
you know, so
yeah.
drums
Yes.
at the orchestra, and yeah, so it's really great. You should come.
I can't wait to go. I love Beethoven.
You're invited.
He's
we
one
can
of
go,
my favorites.
We can go together. Yeah.
Please, please. Would you mind pouring us up some
Yeah,
coffee?
definitely.
And while you do that, is there anybody that you'd like to thank besides your people on stage?
Yeah, sure. First of all, as I already said, to my wife Anna at home, thank you for everything.
Shout out to the
And
spouses.
Shout out to the
She's
spouses.
lovely.
Yeah, to my family at home, to my parents, to my sister. Yeah, to my Wölfl Cafe team. Hardy is right here, but the other ones are in Germany. And everyone like Erna Tosberg, she helped me quite a lot over the last years. Michael Mannhardt, the whole SCA Austria team, so it's like a community. Yeah.
Right before you went on stage, I got a little DM through Instagram from my friend from Austria, Oliver,
Oh yeah.
who said that the whole of Austria is very proud of you. So I figured I would relay that
He's so
message.
Yeah.
sweet.
Yeah, he just like, he texted me also like, without coming with the gold trophy, I shouldn't come back. So it's like,
Okay,
you
no
get different kind
pressure
of,
there.
that's the kind of pressure he sent it to me. No,
Yeah.
he's a cool guy.
He also said if I could have any influence, I should help you, but I don't. So
Yeah. But you can try the coffee if you want.
exactly.
Absolutely.
Go.
Thank you so much.
sorry.
This is so exciting.
Oh yeah, no, come on.
I just grabbed it. As
Here we
well.
go.
Give me more.
Enjoy.
Cheers.
Cheers.
This is the most amazing moment of my life.
Oh, I get the hibiscus. Delicious.
This is amazing. Thank you so much. Let's
You're
give it up one more time from Martin, everybody, the representative from Austria.